Hey kiddos! Alright, we're going to take a look at page 66 and 67, writing decimals in expanded form. And this can be a little tedious, but I think it's important to help you understand the size and relationship of each decimal place value. So we're going to do it. So we're looking at the little white piece at the bottom of page 67 right now. That's what the top of my screen looks like. It says numbers can be written in standard notation or expanded form. We've explored both these things with whole numbers, so this shouldn't be new. When numbers are written in expanded form, the value of each digit is clearly shown. The number 3 and 924 is written in standard notation. The examples below show the same number, 3 and 924 thousandths, using different versions of expanded form. So you can write out the value of each digit, 3 plus 9 tenths plus 2 hundredths plus 4 thousandths. Or you could write it in number and word notation. Notice it's in number and word, 3 ones. 9 tenths. The digit is written as a number. The place value is written as a word. 9 tenths, 2 hundredths, 4 thousandths. You could write it as powers of 10. 3 times 1 is 3. 9 times 1 tenth is 9 tenths. 2 times 1 hundredth is 2 hundredths, and 4 times 1 thousandth is 4 thousandths. You could represent that thousandths in a decimal form or in fractional form. All 4 of these ideas show the same value of 3 and 924 thousandths. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and do these, okay? So I'm going to use my typing tool again because, well, the space is super duper tiny. Okie dokie, and you can write. Alright, so how do we write this number? 571. What? What digit does that ones place end in? Does that 1 end in? 571. That's right, thousandths. That 1 is in the thousandths place, so that's what we end with. So we've got 0.5 plus 0.07 plus 0.001. Okay? Cool. So now this one, let's do this one a little bit differently. Let's use a different version of expanded form. Let's not get crazy. Let's go just straight down the line. What do you say? Okay, so we'll do this one in number and word form. So we have 4 ones plus 2 tenths plus 0 hundredths, so we don't have to write that, plus 3 thousandths. Okie dokie. Next one. Let's do this one with powers of 10. Okay, this one's kind of short. It'll be easy. Okay, so we have parentheses, and we have 6 times, what's that 6 worth? Hundredths. That looks like that. Plus, oh, nope, close the parentheses. Plus, open the parentheses, 8 times, we need 1,000, so 0.001. Close the parentheses. Okay, that's not so bad. Last one, let's do like a fractional form. It's going to be hard for me to type, but I think you can figure it out. I have faith in you. So, let's do it. Okie dokie, Smokey. So, I hope you've noticed that I hopped from the little white piece on 67 over to the little white piece on 66. Sorry about not telling you that. I hope you paused the video to help you figure that out. Okay, alright, so 8 plus 4 tenths. We need the 4 times the value of 1 tenth. We're going to add that to a 1 happening 100th of a time because that 1 is in the hundredths spot. Okay, whoops. We're going to add that to a 5 happening only 1,000th of a time. 5 thousandths. So let's read these numbers really quick while you catch up, okie doke. We have 571 thousandths. We have 4 and 203 thousandths. See, it ends in the thousandth spot. Okay, here we got 68 thousandths because it ends in the thousandths spot. Here we've got 8 and 415 thousandths because that 5 ends in the thousandths spot. Okie doke, last little section on the white. We're going to write these expanded forms in standard notation. Okay, standard notation, remember standard means normal. So we have 9 ones. Got to stick a decimal point in there. Separate the wholes from the parts. 5/10ths, 7/100ths, and 0 thousandths. Would we have to put the 0? No, but we might as well. May as well, excuse me. Next one. Okay, so we've got 3 holes. All right, so that's easy. 3 holes, decimal point to separate them. 6/10ths, 2/100ths, 4 thousandths, 3 and 624 thousandths. Next one. This is easy peasy. Okay, 5/10ths. Ooh, we don't have any holes. Okay, so 5 is in the 10ths place. 8 is in the 100ths place. 9 is in the thousandths place. 589 thousandths. Okay, and this one. Ooh, let's move that over so it's not too close. Okay, so we have 2 in the ones place. Then we need that decimal as the divider between the holes and the parts. We got 3 in the 10ths place, 7 in the 100ths place, and a 1 in the thousandths place. 2 and 371 thousandths. There we have it. Okay, I'm back at the colored piece at the top of page 67. I want you to just take a second here and take a look at what this is showing you, okay? Here it says there are 10 digits, 0 through 9. A place value chart shows the value of each digit in a number. So if we have this ginormous number here, 5,428, and I'm typing an and in there because that's how we read it. And 376 thousandths. Why did I say thousandths? Because the 6, which ends the number, is in the thousandths place. 376 thousandths. Okay, you can use the value of each digit to write the number in expanded form. 5 is 5,000, 4 is 400, 2 is 20, 8 is 8. Now we're switching to parts instead of wholes. 3/10ths looks like this. 7/100ths looks like that. 6 thousandths looks like that. Stick it together and that's what you got. You can think about it another way too. Okay, we have 5 happening 1,000 times, which is 5,000. 4 happening 100 times, which is 400. 2 happening 10 times, which makes 20. 8 happening once, well, that's just 8. 3 happening 1/10 of a time, 3/10ths. 7 happening 100th of a time, 7/100ths. 6 happening 1,000th of a time, 6 thousandths. And there you go, same number. Okay, let's put our ands in here because every time we see that decimal point, we're going to say the word and. And if we don't see a decimal point, well, by George, we are not saying and. All right? Well, look how nicely that lined up. Okie dokie, so let's read these numbers. 2,006 and 409 thousandths. 260 and 900ths, or we could say 260 and 90 thousandths. Same number, different way to say it. Alrighty, how are we going to write these guys in expanded form? Different method each time. Let's do this. Alright, let's do this top example here with the 2,000 on the top line. Okay, so what do you say? Let's do 2,000 plus 6 plus 4/10ths plus 9 thousandths. Okay? Now let's do it again. Down here, we're going to do the second example a different way. So the second example is the 260 number. See it? 260? Okay. So let's do 2 times 100. I hope you're writing this, right? You know that. Plus 6 times 10 plus, me putting spaces in there is making this look weird, huh? Is that better or worse? It's almost worse. I'm doing it anyway, though. Otherwise, it's going to be crazy long. Okay, 6 times 10 plus 900ths. So that's a 9 times 0.01. Right? Okay. Now you could put parentheses around these guys. I think that cleans it up a little bit. So let's go back in there and add those. Okay. One more set. Open and close. There we go. Okay. Okay, dudes and dudettes, the very last part of this video is the green flappies at the top of page 66, and yours could totally be in a different order than mine, and that is A-okay. So I already have the answers in, so this doesn't take so long. So here's what I'd like you to do. I would like you to try all 6 flaps and then come back and check how it went. Okay, so let's see. I want the highlighter. All right, so represent the number in expanded form. So I took this number and I wrote out the value of each of the digits. Okay, here's another one that's expanded form. Wrote out the value of each single digit. I hope that's not too bad. Now it does get a little wonky down here. Top here, expanded form is this one. You see? Wrote out the value. Okay, but word form's different. Word form on this one is right there. Okay, word form. Okay, number and word form. Remember we talked about that where there's a number and the place value? Okay, so that's this one. Just wanted to explain. And then standard form. Okay, so standard form is when you write it normally. That purple is too dark. There's the one that's in standard form written normally. And I'll keep up that color coding, okay? So we have number and word form. So that was blue. So number and word form. Here's the answer. Oh no, represent the number in word form. Oh my gosh, Mrs. Myers, you need to read. Represent the number in word form. So word form was green. Okay, that's right here, 986,000. Okay, expanded form. Pretty sure we made yellow. So this one is expanded form. Okay, remember your flaps might be in a different order, and that is A-okay. All right, represent the number in standard form. Okay, so standard form was super pink. Okay, standard right there. And this is standard form. Oh man, that's crooked. Okay, and then expanded form, that was the initial yellow. And that is this guy. So now you can see the answers and you can see how they, I'll go back up to the top, see how they each looked. So there's the top two. Okay. There's those two guys. And there's those two. I hope the color coding helped. I hope you can keep track of the difference between word form, number and word form, standard form, and expanded form. Remember, if you're stuck, go back to an earlier page in your interactive notebook and you should be able to find an explanation of each one. Okay, I hope this wasn't too bad, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.